My name is Genelle Guzman-McMillan. I work at the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey at the LaGuardia Airport. In 2001, I was assigned from a temp agency working for the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey at the World Trade Center. It seemed to be an emergency, a terrorist attack or something. And I was like, a terrorist attack? What is that? I think we'll have to leave. I think there is something with a plane hit the building. I don't know what's going on, but they said we have to leave. The building felt like an earthquake, like it's really going to fall. After we kept going down 30-something staircase, we saw firefighters. That's when I just felt the whole wall and the rumbling and everything just came crashing down. It knocked me to the ground when I realized that I couldn't move, I couldn't get up. I realized that this is not a dream, and this is happening. I just closed my eyes and I said, Lord, am I going to die here? And I was like, I knew I was going to die because I knew the building collapsed, a 110-story building. And after a collapse like that, how could anybody find me under the rubble? So I was just kind of prepared myself to die. I was in so much pain, and I knew I was still alive, and I wanted to live. And for some reason, I just said, do something, say something. And I just started to pray in silence. I told him to show me a sign. And if he pulled me out of this rubble, if he saved me today, I would change my life and I would do his will. And someone grabbed my hand and they called me by my name. And they said, Genelle, I got you. My name is Paul. And when that person grabbed my hand and told me his name and called me by my name, I said to myself, thank God. And my body just felt completely calm. I didn't feel the pain. But I kept holding onto his hand. And I said, thank God, thank God. And he said to me, I'm not going to let you go. Just keep holding on my hand. Keep holding my hand until the rescuer gets here. I got you, I got you. I was so joyful at that time, knowing that the guys came and finally I'm getting out. Then the doctors whisked me into the operating room and told me that I had to go through emergency. I spent like 2 months in the hospital. I had to do intensive therapy, physical therapy. In the hospital, I was told that I was the last survivor to be removed from the rubble after 27 hours. Being under the rubble, I knew I had given my life to Jesus Christ that day. I had made that commitment with God that I will change my life and do His will. I think I'm here to tell a story and to do the will of God as well. I think there is a bigger plan for me. A lot of people would come up to me and said, my story has inspired them so much. I would get emails on the Facebook page, and people would just send out emails trying to connect with me, telling me about my story, how it's been just a blessing of hope and inspiration for them. I looked at that as a positive thing for me, and it's also a healing process for me too, because I don't want people to live in fear when a tragedy happened in their life, that they're supposed to be like, oh, so scared to do everything else and life is over. I see that I'm making an impact in what I promised to God of winning soul. I call it winning soul for Jesus because I speak about Him. It's not my willpower that get me there. It's God's grace on my life that He saved me and pulled me out of that pit. And today I just want to give all that glory to Him, because without Him I couldn't do it alone. And it's not by luck. When people say, oh, you're so lucky, that is not luck. That is the grace of God. Just give me a wake-up call, because if it wasn't for 9/11, I think I would not have found Jesus. I would not have been the person I am today. Everything in this life is just temporary, but after this there's eternal life, and that's what I'm looking forward for.